How are you doing, all curious minds? Welcome back to KSS, Kindle Science Station, which is all about loving science kindled through toys and objects around us. Today, we are going to discuss everything about water lifting manual mechanical device, the hand pump. We will discuss its working principle and we will also make our own little hand pump. Wow, isn't that amazing? So do not skip and watch the video till the end. There is so many things to be learned from this video. I chose this topic as I found a mini hand pump in my son's drawer. I remember he bought this almost 15 years back from a roadside vendor near Lake Sukhna at Chandigarh. The best part of this wonderful mini hand pump is that it is a working model, even being so small. Operating this gives real feeling of an actual hand pump and refreshed my old memories of using hand pump at my grandmother's place. I hope you have come across these hand pumps and have some experience of using it yourself. I was indeed curious to dismantle this and see its construction from inside. I found these parts. The handle, which was seen from outside, was attached to a straight rod, at the end of which had an angular portion covered by stove pump washer, and it had two ball bearings. One of the ball bearing was fitted inside the angular portion, which we call as a piston. So this ball bearing actually acted as a valve. I hope you know what is a piston and what is a valve. A piston is any disc or a cylinder which moves up and down in a liquid or a gas. And a valve is a device that regulates, directs, or control the flow of liquid or a gas by opening, closing, or partially obstructing its passageway in one direction. The other ball bearing was at the bottom of the pipe inside. This will be more clear in the next section when I will talk in detail about the working principle of the hand pump. This is the cross-sectional view of the mini hand pump. It has a force hand or a handle where we grip our palm to make it move up and down. Attached to this handle inside is a piston rod which move along with the handle but in the opposite direction. That is, when we press the handle down, the piston moves up and the vice versa. Attached to the piston rod is a piston. Inside of this piston, there is a piston valve. At the bottom, there is a suction pipe in which there is another valve called a foot valve. Now, let us see the working principle of the hand pump. I have divided this into three sections to make it easier for you to understand this principle. In the first section, when we press the handle down, the piston rod attached goes up and so does the piston attached to it. To start with, the air pressure inside the pump and outside are same. But as the piston goes up, the volume increases, and as per the Boyle's law, the pressure inside the pump will decrease. Since now the outside pressure is more, it will force water through the suction pipe and it will exert pressure on the foot valve, and the water starts filling up in the pump lower compartment or chamber. Note, the piston valve is still closed. In the next section, the handle is pulled up, which makes the piston rod and piston goes down the chamber. Due to weight of the water, the foot valve closes, and as water cannot be compressed, the water exerts the upward pressure on the piston valve, and the piston valves open as the water now get transferred from lower chamber to the upper chamber. In the third section, what we see is that due to the weight of the water in the upper chamber, the piston valve closes and when the water reaches the level of the nozzle, it starts flowing out. Then the entire cycle keeps on repeating. Let us see the entire cycle in the form of an animation to make us understand better the working principle of the hand pump. Let us now quickly construct our own little hand pump to see that what we have read or saw in the theory, does it works practically? To construct, we require just two syringes, one small and one big. So here we go to construct our own little hand pump. So we are ready. Let us see if it works. Wow, it does! You see, with the downward stroke of the handle, the piston moves up, and also you can see the foot valve bearing jumps a little to allow the water in the lower chamber. Also, we see this colored blue water is slowly reaching the level of the nozzle on every downward stroke of the handle, and it starts flowing out. So friends, I am sure by fully watching this video, you got the full insight of this wonderful water lifting device, the hand pump. We'll get back with another amazing experiment. Till then, keep loving science and kindle your reasoning, observing things around. Till then, goodbye and take care.